like outside of baseball, like who did you get to spend time with in the city?
Outside of baseball,
Yeah, like an A-list celeb kind of situation that you got to hang out with, like a big
oh
actor or
shoot,
something.
a lot of them. I was fortunate. I mean, doing the MTV Rock and Jock back in '98 and I think in '99 was pretty cool because I remember Snoop Dogg, man. We played it and Randy Wolf. We were playing at some college in LA and it was the Rockers against us and it was Method Man, Snoop Dogg, a whole bunch of other guys, but they had this pitcher on their team, and they said he was a rock. When nobody knew who he was, it was Randy Wolf, and he was bringing it. And so we're in the locker room, and Snoop's like, "D Wells, you want to hit this?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Sure, let's do it." And we did. And I go out the pitch. He goes, "Hey, whatever you do, don't hit me," because we were throwing pretty hard. We didn't use the baseballs, but we used a softer ball, but you could still bring it. And so I got loose. I was a little inebriated, and I said, "You know what? Piss on. I'm going to drill Snoop Dogg." And I smoked him. And he drops the bat, and he comes running out at me, and I started charging him. And he goes, "Just pretend, just pretend. This is just pretend." So I pick him up, and I kind of slam him, lightly. And here comes Method Man trying to rip my head off, and I'm like,
For
"God,
real?
what's going on?" And it turned into a little brawl. But we found out that this pitcher, once it all settled, and Snoop kind of he said, "Hey guys, this was staged," but it kind of wasn't. And then Randy Wolf, we find out this kid's in the big leagues, Dylan, and his brother's an umpire. I was just like, yeah. So I got to know Snoop Dogg and all those guys back in the day. But I hung out with a lot of people. Actually, a couple of years ago, and my idol, my dream, made my life complete was golfing 3 days with Clint Eastwood. That took the cake. That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That had to be. I'm assuming that was at Bevel.
Yeah, at his course, it was his tournament over at Tehama called the Clint. And let me tell you something. Clint didn't hold back, man. He was the stories that he would tell, and if he talked about, he loved the dirty jokes. That was he would just crack up, and I go, "Clint, I go, damn dude, you got a lot of kids." He goes, "Yeah, I got to quit sleeping with the leading ladies." And I was floored, man. I thought it was the best thing ever. But 90, where he is, 90 years old, 91 years old, and he's on the dance floor all night with every lady in the room, grabbing their booty, slow dancing, and didn't miss a beat. And that's my idol right there. That guy, he's had a great life, and if I could have spent half of my life with him, I think it would have been awesome.
Awesome, or you might have gone to Joe Torre and said, "Hey, can you get me away from Wells? I'm not getting any sleep."
You never know. You never know on that one, but yeah, just being in New York, you're with guys all the time. The whole cast, Jimmy Fallon and I, we used to run a lot, but everybody in there,